Hi Kelly. What I've done is I've had a look through a bit of footage. You definitely were bouncing a lot last session, so just think about that as well for me. Haven't really prepared one for you for that because it's obvious that you're doing it and you never used to. So let's just have a look. So what I've got is I've got two separate frames. The first frame is basically we want less hesitation and we want to get more vertical. And I guess what I want to show you here on the left hand side is that you're taking a while before you're making those turns, and the other thing is you're not going as vertical. The second turn you get really vertical and it makes it look quite good. So we'll just move along here and I'll show you what I mean. So we come here quite a bit of time before you actually make your turn, and when you do, I get you just here and I just draw on there. You can see the angle that your board's at, it's up here somewhere, which is not ideal. So what we want to do is we want to try and improve that. So as I move along there a little bit, you're down the bottom. Look how long it takes you before you decide you're going to go back up. When you do though, you really hit this one vert, and just trying to get you at the most vertical point. So in that case there, if I just take that there and have a look through here, you're well and truly above the lip line. The angle at which you're at is pretty good, so it's a lot better turn, and because of that, you're going to score a lot higher for that particular turn. Move along a bit further again, and now that you've hit the bottom, it still takes you a little bit of time, although when you come up, you're just a little flat. So the angle at which you probably max out is around about, I guess here somewhere. Once again, that angle there is pretty flat compared to what you could be doing. It probably got up to as high as about that, I suppose. However, the judges are going to look at that. They're going to think, yeah, it's an okay turn, but not that great. So the wave's probably going to score in around about the 5 range, I would assume, in these conditions. And because of that, what you could do is think about how you could improve that wave. So if I take it back through and you just finish off around about there somewhere. So I'll just get you back to the start of that same one. I'll just play it through slow-mo and just have a bit of a look at it and see what I'm talking about. So, we're talking about you getting the turn in earlier and the turn in more vertical. And you could agree with me, you can do a lot more vertical than that in your first manoeuvre. Second manoeuvre, however, a little bit of hesitation, not a lot, and then that's nice and vert. You see that right up behind your back shoulder. And then you get the next one, which is fairly flat. So what we're talking about is taking that wave from a 5-point wave and putting it up to, a 7 or a 7.5. And that's what it's all about. So I'm just going to stop that now for that one. I'm going to move on to this wave. Now this wave here is a little bit the opposite, It's sort of like, it's got little hesitation and you're fairly vertical. So if I move through here, the first manoeuvre that you've just done there is pretty high above the lip line. If I take that and I look at sort of where you're targeting, up here somewhere, your foot is way above the lip line there, and your board, obviously, if I take that and look through here, your board's at a really good high angle. It actually was a bit higher before that, so it was up at an angle like that. That's a big improvement, and it looks much better. Now the wave itself isn't any better, in fact it's probably worse, but the fact that you make it look better is what I'm talking about. Move along again, a little bit further on. Very little hesitation here. Look how quickly you get back up. Another great manoeuvre, really high above the lip line this time, and if you look at that angle there, that's unreal. That's fantastic. So that's what we want every time. And when you come through, there's a little bit of loss of balance there, but other than that, as you move through here, you come down, you just, get caught in the whitewood a little bit, but I would say that you've surfed out of that. So, if I now take you back on that one to the beginning of that frame, and we have a look, and we go through that, just have a look at slow-mo again. Nice vertical first turn, straight back immediately into the second, vertical, even better, more vertical, deep off the bottom, no hesitation. And so that wave there's probably going to score admittedly only about a 6, 6.5 perhaps, but the thing was, potentially all it was like a 3-4 point wave, and you turned that wave into an excellent wave or a good wave by making sure you had vertical turns, whereas the previous wave was the opposite. You had a wave that you could have possibly scored the excellent range, instead you only scored in the probably good to average wave. Hope that helps. Check out.